If someone's depressed, they choose to be depressed. Because I believe everything in the world is a choice.
Yeah.
And people will argue with me when I say that. They say, no, I didn't choose to feel this way. And I'll argue back that believing everything is a choice empowers you to make the change. Trying to say that everything is not a choice removes your power and your authority and your responsibility and your capabilities.
Yeah,
when people sit and say, oh, no, I didn't choose this, well, then they can't choose to fix it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you accept that every single thing about you is a choice, then you get to choose to change it. So I think the most powerful thing you can do if you're a depressed or sad person is accept that you have chosen to be one and you can choose to stop being one. And that's the mindset which allows you to be most competitive in the world. So that's why I would say what I would say. I would say that all things are a choice.
Whether it's true or not, it's more empowering.
What matters more? What is truth? Like, we can get very philosophical with this, but surely your mindset as a man, especially in the world today, should be the mindset which allows you to be most competitive and win.
Yeah.
Forget truth. If I believe the sky is green, but it doubles my net worth, I mean, is that true?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's true. My net worth is doubled. You can say the sky is blue all day long. I'm saying it's green. My net worth is doubled because of it. I have the result, the tangible result of it. So what is truth? What even is true and false? All of history is a lie. Everything on the news is a lie. Everything they say about me is a lie. Like, what even is true and false? True and false is adopting the mindset or the strategies which allow you to compete and win. That's what's true. So I like what you said about it doesn't matter if it's true or not because it's empowering. I would argue that truth is empowerment. What is true? Well, for me, what is true is what allows me to feel most powerful. That's what's true to me.
Yeah.
When I look at scenarios or situations, I sit and say, well, option A makes me feel weak and helpless, and option B makes me feel powerful, so I believe B to be true.
Yeah, right.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And that's where my whole worldview comes from.
Would you get flack from that? Do people get upset with you saying that?
All the time.
Right.
But those are people who have a different version of objective reality, and their reality is not geared towards competitiveness like mine is. The primary objective of my thoughts and feelings and reality is to win.
Yeah.
The only reason my brain activates is to win. It's not to feel happy. It's not on some garbage, endless quest for what might be true. It's to win all of the time. And if you're going to be that way, you're going to be prepared to come up with certain thought patterns or certain recognitions of how the matrix operates, of how this simulation plays out, which are perhaps very unpopular with other people. But I want to win. So I optimize for competitiveness and I optimize for performance in all things, which is very unpopular with a lot of people. Most people don't optimize for that. Most people optimize for the worst thing possible. Do you know what it is? Do you know the worst possible mindset you can try and optimize your life for?
Go on.
Happiness. Happiness is for women and children. You're allowed to be happy as a woman, and you're allowed to be happy as a kid. As a man, if you wake up and go, I want to be happy today, you're going to do unimportant, narcissistic, hedonistic garbage. You're either going to eat too much, drink too much, take drugs, sit around and play video games, smoke weed. You're not going to achieve anything if you want to be happy. It's ultimately temporary, and you sit there and go, I want to be happy today, I want a happy day. You're not going to achieve anything. As a man, 99% of the time, you're going to be stressed or annoyed about something that's just happened, currently happening, or about to happen. That's life. We live constantly anxious. We have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And you either suffer the consequence of the stress it requires to be a somebody, or you suffer the consequence of having no stress because you're a fucking nobody and you work in Starbucks and then you're a no one.
Yeah.
There's no escape the eternal suffering of man. So many men say to me, oh, how I don't feel happy. I'm like, so? You think I'm happy? 7 criminal convictions. I got nearly $1 billion. I'm still stressed. I got criminal convictions, work to do. I was up at 6 a.m. I got to go here. I got to go there. I've got to train. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. At what point do you think you've earned the right to wake up as a man and feel happy? Have men ever been happy? Name a period in human history where men were happy. Because if I think back, they were all dying in ditches somewhere.
I guess it depends how you define happiness. I'm happy when I'm doing something, when I'm building something. That's when I'm happy.
You're content.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're achieving something.
Like today.
Which is the masculine imperative. But this is effectively work, right?
Yeah.
But if you wake up and say, no, I don't want to work, I just want to be happy.
No, I'd be miserable. Well, and everybody would be. In fact, I retired at 25 and was miserable after 2 months.
No, winners would be miserable. But losers love it, and that's why they lose.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Losers say all the time, losers have this problem with temporary motivation. A loser will come and say, I really want to change my life. I can't live like this anymore. And they'll mean what they say for about 2 days. And then they're happy to go back to being a loser again. You know, they really want it Monday to Friday, but on the weekend, they're happy to go back to how they were.
Yeah.
And that's why they never escape. They never get the terminal velocity required to break free from the atmosphere of mediocrity. So, yeah, I'm conditioned to win. Just like you said, you can't handle the idea of stagnation. You can't handle the idea of retirement. I'm the same. But I'm not going to lie and pretend that that mindset means I live stress-free. In fact, I would argue that I adopt endless stress all of the time because I'm looking for problems to solve, because I'm looking for money to make. I'm looking to win. So there's a competition. Everything I want, someone else wants. I have to beat them. Some people don't want to win. And the people who don't want to win are not going to win.
Yeah.
So when he sits and says, oh, we need to balance everything out, you cannot legislate everyone rich. You cannot make a loser have what a winner has because winners are busy winning.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line of it.
Right.
So when he talks about all this restructuring and this garbage, it doesn't change anything because I would still outperform everyone. I would still have a Bugatti and a Koenigsegg and a jet and a yacht and 25 houses. So what does it mean? The truth is you need to instill a culture inside of young people that, and he says, and people say this, not everyone wants to be a hustler. Not everyone wants to have to go out there and grind. Yeah, but some people do. The world's not a perfect place. What you need to do is tell young people they stand a chance instead of what he's doing, which is convincing they stand no chance. Tell them they stand a chance. Tell them to work as hard as possible and find a way to make it out. That's what I teach at university.com inside of my school. I say, listen, it's going to be hard, but you can do it.
Right.
He says, no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Which is going to keep everyone in poverty. And
it's like what you said at the beginning of the interview about the fat thing.
It's a choice.
Responsibility.
It's a choice.
Yeah, if you accept that I'm poor because it's my fault, then it's going to empower you to get rich.
Absolutely.
If you blame someone else, let's wait for the government.
So which mindset gives you a better chance of becoming rich? Even if, this is the thing I said about true and false, even if it is true that you are poor because of the government, and even if it is not your own fault, you believing it is your fault allows you to be more powerful and more competitive. So why would you accept the truth that it's the government when you can accept the truth that it's you that allows you to win? Yeah. And then when you're driving a Ferrari, how can you say your mindset wasn't true because it has performed?
Yeah.
Truth is performance.
Yeah.
Truth is result. And he's convincing people who don't want to work very hard that he's right. Because I've seen a couple comments and they're like, yeah, well, not everyone has the mindset where they want to grind. Some of us just want a comfortable job and to see our kids. That's great. But let me make something clear to you. The world is not a perfect place. And the fact that you don't have the mindset that you don't want to get out there and work is a you problem. Because there are people who do have that mindset and they're going to beat you no matter what system you implement. No matter what you do, they're going to win because they want to win and you don't.
Yeah.
What do you expect the government to do about that fact? That some people are hardworking, industrious, perspicacious, indefatigable, and they're going to do anything it takes to pull it off, and some people don't want to. What do you expect the government to do besides convince all of the hard workers, which, by the way, keep the entire country functioning, to leave and go somewhere else? You can't legislate the fact that some people are better than others. Sorry, bottom line, you can't legislate that. Yeah. Some people are just better at working than other people. Yeah. That's how it is. You're going to get exactly what you deserve in this life.